Welcome into lesson 31. Today we are talking about intervals and how to name them. So, what is an interval? Well, an interval is just the distance between any two notes. Just like scale degrees, intervals are identified with numbers, and the numbers are determined by counting letter names from one note to the next. All right, so here we have a C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. You can think about this as a C major scale, or don't even worry about it that way. We're just counting letter names to letter names. So if we say C is going to be 1, D is going to be 2, E is going to be 3, F is 4, 5, 6, 7, and up to 8 again. That's all we need to know for our intervals. So let's put this into a written notation. So a C to an F, what interval is this? Okay, well, we just need to count up, starting on C to D to E, and then up to F. So this is going to be our 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's a fourth. So remember, when we're counting our intervals, we're starting at the first place, whichever our interval is. If we're starting from D, that could be 1, that could be 2, that could be 3. But let's take a step backwards for a second. Starting at C, counting up 1, 2, 3, 4. Whichever letter name we're starting on, that is 1. That's very important. Now, what if we count down from C to F? Okay, so we're going to go C, B, A, G, F. So C up to F was a fourth, but C down to F, C, that's our 1, B's 2, 3, A, the 4 is the G, and the 5. So a C down to an F is a fifth. Again, we're just counting letter names. So if I change my color here just to see, if we think about this going up or going down, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know this is getting a little confusing here with all this stuff, but 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, B, A, G, and the F. We're just counting letter names. All right, so there's two ways we can talk about these intervals. The first way is going to be a harmonic interval, and harmonic is dealing vertically in our musical spectrum, so they're going to be played at the same time. So if we have the interval of a fifth, let's do C to G. So remember, we have C, D, E, F, G. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. C up to G. So that's a harmonic fifth. But we also have melodies. So if we think of a graph right here with our x-axis and our y-axis, so harmony is going up and down, and melodies are going left to right. So it's really rhythmic stuff. So percussion, drums, they are dealing just primarily on the x-axis, but when we get melodies, then we get combinations of all those things in here. So tangent aside, a melodic interval, let me switch colors, it's kind of hard to see. A melodic fifth would be played at two different times. So say a quarter note to a quarter note. So those are not occurring at the same time, but it's still a fifth. So harmonic is going up, they're played at the same time, and melodic is going at different times. They are played sequentially, so one after another. Okay, again, just counting intervals. Let's do F to E. Now you can look at this and, I'm really confused on here. But all we have to do is connect the dots between F to E. So F, G, A, B, C, D, and E. Now count everything as they are. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So F up to E is a 7th. Okay, let's reverse that. I want to know what E to F is. So if E is 1, is there anything between E and F? Nope. It's 2. E up to F is a 2nd. You're just counting. We're not getting into majors, minors, augmented, diminished, any qualities. We're just talking quantities right now. So basic interval namings, and those are all going to be done with numbers. So the last thing we'll say here, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And obviously our letters go on. They just keep repeating each other. I'm going to put a little dash right here because after that G would come another A. And let's just look at how we would name all of these. So G to G would be a first, G to A is a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, seventh, an eighth, the octave. And then once we get past this little line, we'll talk about this in a later episode, but these keep going. So now we get into some compound intervals, but we're going to talk about those at a later date. So again, with our intervals, it's just the distance between two notes, and we're just counting numbers. Harmonic intervals are played at the same time. Melodic intervals are played at different times.